Okay, so to start off my, well, first of all, I'm so sorry that it's super scary with me with no makeup. Okay, so I've already washed my face and I've already put my Skin ID on there. And no, they didn't pay me to say that. I'm letting you know what's happening. I always have a clean towel or washcloth. These are some really cheap ones that I have around the house that I just use, and I just replace it every couple of days because I have a ton of them. So I always have that on my lap whenever I do my foundation or do my makeup. Okay, so the first thing that I do is moisturize in the Estee Lauder Day Wear Plus. Looks like that in your eye, probably, because the sun's right there. Sorry about the shining, but this is the way it looks like. You guys seen that movie, The Shining? Creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Now, there are a couple things that I do use. Sometimes if I feel like using a regular foundation brush, like this is the Sigma SS190. This is like a universal foundation brush. If I feel like using this to apply my makeup, I always use this to apply the moisturizer to prevent the brush from soaking up a lot of the foundation. Sometimes, if I don't feel like using that, I use the Sigma F80, which is the flat top kabuki brush. Looks like this. It's a very dense brush. It's super velvety soft, and I think it's one of Sigma's signature brushes where not a lot of companies have something like this. I know that Coastal Scents has a foundation like this, foundation brush, but this one's more unique because it is much shorter than that one. But anyways, yeah, but today, I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and use I need a combination of both, so I'm going to go ahead and just take some of that moisturizer on my finger, and I just dot it on my face, like so. And yes, I am oily combination, but I don't find this moisturizer to be problematic for my skin. I don't really feel like it is. So I'm just going to apply this moisturizer with my brush. And if you're thinking, wow, it's really heavy, so you can do that. If you plan on using foundation with this brush, this is the best way to prevent the brush, like I said earlier, from soaking up that foundation too much. But if you're in a rush, you can always use your fingers. No big deal. I probably wet like 98% of the time I use my fingers anyways. So I'm just going to finish up with my fingers. Just like this, just make sure it's all in there. Right. Go ahead and put my eye primer on because I know that I'm going to put on makeup anyways. And I'll probably follow up this video with my everyday makeup routine, kind of like a look that I always do. But I'm just going to go ahead and put this on because I like it, this to Okay, so I let the moisturizer sit a little bit. Now it's time to actually put on the foundation. I still have these testers from Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Light, and I have it in 3 and in 4. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but 4 is slightly darker. 4 is on this side. So it is more tan, whereas this one is not as much. I'm just going to blend them together because I find that putting them together definitely works for me. So I'm going to put a little bit of 3. Probably put more 3 than 4 because I don't want to look too snooky-ish. Just going to squeeze it on the back of my hand. So that's how much I put down. Now, sometimes I'll blend my moisturizer with my foundation so I can just skip a step and just put it all together. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and just show you what I do. I kept vacillating as to whether or not I wanted to show you with my F80 or my SS190. I really show you with the F80, even though I put my moisturizer on with this brush. I'm just going to show you how I put this on. Blend these two colors together, like so, with my finger, and just kind of put whatever residual I have left on my hand, on my face. This is my face and this is my hand. And then I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to roll it, just the edges of it, in the foundation. I don't know if y'all can see that. This is what I do. So you've got like that much foundation on your brush. And then I just dot it all over my face, stipple if you will, just like so, all over. And I kind of put more here on my cheeks just because I have a lot of discoloration here and a lot of redness, so I kind of like to get rid of that. And on my nose. And then never forget, like, right here on top of your mouth and out here towards the hairline. So I kind of like stipple it all over the place a little bit, just like this, just roughly stipple. It doesn't have to be completely perfect. And then what I do is I just buff that product in with the brush. And I always start here with my jawline because I want to make sure that while the product is still moderately wet, it hasn't been all soaked up in my brush, that I do get it nice and blended at the hairline and at the jawline. I'm going to go ahead and just blend this through. I kind of like to work on the outside first and then work my way in. And if I feel like I need more, I can add more. I think I might add a little bit more. Now, just note that this foundation is medium to light to medium coverage, so it's not going to be a full-on kind of deal, but this is what my foundation routine as of now. I was thinking about using my Neutrogena Healthy Glow, which is a dupe for NARS Sheer Glow foundation, but I have not mustered the courage to try it because I heard from Lisa SZ09 that she has very similar skin type to me and it broke her out. And so I'm a little scared because I bought it before I even watched that review and I was like, oh no, I don't want to break out. That would totally suck. So yeah, I just got a little intimidated by that. So yeah, I haven't used it. But if you have oily combination skin and you are watching my videos, which not a lot of people are, but that's okay. It's okay. Let me know how it works on you and whether or not I should just go ahead and try it, because I just have it sitting in my little like storage area and I haven't really busted it out, you know, to try it because I'm just a little too scared. I'm a little too scared. Okay, this is probably more foundation than I would wear, but since I'm doing a video for y'all, I want it to be as... Okay, so I've finished the rest of my foundation. Now I do my concealer. I'll use the Bobbi Brown Natural Concealer. This is Natural Tan. I'm just going to put this on apply this with my finger. So I'm going to dip my finger in there and just dot it underneath my eye, like this. And I just stipple it on with my finger. I try not to swipe too much because I do that way too much on a regular basis. Like if I see I have like little raccoon eyes from like my mascara transferring, sometimes I just swipe, but I'm starting to see the signs of aging and I don't like that. Not that old, but I don't know. I don't know why this country's so obsessed about looking younger. I think it's just because, I don't know. I don't want to even get into that, but I think a lot of people just don't want to embrace their age. And I promised myself that I would embrace my age, but sometimes I feel like, ooh, like getting some crow's feet, or I'm not looking that great, but I don't know. I think it's all on how you carry yourself, and I'm okay with the way I look. So this is a Bare Essentials Crease Defining Brush, and it looks like this. It's very similar to like any kind of creasing or blending brush that you may see on the market. This one is far too big for my crease. I mean, it's just way too fat. I don't like it, and it ends up like getting rid of the color that I pack onto my lid, so I just don't use it for that. I use it for this because I like how it's a little coarse, so I know that's really moving that product around. So I just take my brush and I just do little circles around the eye area, being as gentle as possible, and I just do little teeny tiny sweeping motions like this just to blend out that creamy concealer. Alright, I've already blended that out, but I'm seeing I'm looking a little bit more tired than normal. So I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever palette. It looks like this. I'm going to go in with, let's see, the Peach Corrector, which is on this side. And I'm going to blend it a little bit with this yellowish concealer, but just very little of that. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat that process. Mostly the Peach Corrector, just a little bit of that concealer. I'm going to do that for both eyes. Put some schmutz on my face. Alright, so I hope you guys can see that my skin's a little bit more evened out. It's not as splotchy or whatever. But again, if you see a little bit discoloration, that's okay because this foundation is not full coverage. So Yeah, I already applied a little bit of paint pot to my eye. I'm using Painterly today, like I always do as part of my eye crack routine. I'm going to go ahead and set this concealer underneath my eyes. This is the Bobbi Brown Duo Concealer, and the top part is actually the concealer, but I ran out, so that's why I have the individual pot like this. But on the bottom it's pale yellow sheer finish loose powder, and I'm just going to take a bit of this powder on the same crease defining brush that I use for my concealer underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to dust, you can see some of the fallout underneath my eye, just to set it, because I don't want this to go anywhere. Okay, so I really don't use a lot of loose powder on my skin, just because I haven't found the one that I really like, and actually the one I really like is really expensive, so I'm asking for it for my birthday or for Christmas this year, but I'm just, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to show you sometimes what I use if I feel like using a loose powder. So I'm using the Mineral Veil from Bare Essentials. This is the Illuminating Mineral one. I can read that. And I'm just going to use the Bare Essentials Flawless Face Brush, the one that it came with. And I'm just going to do like the commercial said, swirl, tap, and off. All over the face. But mostly, can you tell I haven't had coffee today? My God. Mostly on the T-zone. That is my foundation routine, and following this one I will go ahead and film my everyday face routine. So I will see you guys on the flip side. Alright, take care. Bye!